I think when there's an event happening on your doorstep, it's really nice to be part of it. And I think a lot of people want to say that they were there and they did this and they volunteered. And so I think there's are a limited number of tickets for local residents. And so I imagine from what we've heard that people are desperate to get their hands on those. There will be another opportunity for local people to get tickets in the main ballot, but obviously there's a lot more people in the main ballot. So this is the best opportunity for local people to get their hands on tickets. Life has definitely been completely different over the last 18 months to 2 years. And I think people would like to be out and they'd like to be able to physically be around other people. And it's just a great opportunity. The games are still a year away. And so hopefully by then things will be as relatively normal as possible. And so I think people are desperate to interact with other people, not just their friends and family or a small bubble, but to go and experience things alongside so many other people. For the Commonwealth Games, I think it's great. I think definitely all eyes will be on the Games because it will most likely be the first full capacity crowd across the world at a sporting event. So I think all eyes will be on the Games. And I think for Birmingham and the West Midlands region, that is amazing and incredible. And I think that's the reason why people should really think seriously about getting their hands on tickets or attempting to put their ticket choices in the ballot, because it will be a time to celebrate, and I think something to say, I was there when. And I think it's almost wider than sport itself and wider than the Commonwealth Games, because the globe has been affected so badly by the pandemic. So it's a monumentous moment, I think, to be able to say you were in a stand with however many thousand people watching sport. And I think also for a lot of young people and children, there's obviously the same routine sports that they know and typically they do at school, but there's a plethora of sports out there that people haven't even considered. So it's a great opportunity, I think, to get young ones to see that there's so many different things, and there's lots of different body types and mental skills, and there's so many different sports that cover all of those. And so there is a sport for everybody, and this is an opportunity for people to go and watch and learn and observe and see what sport's best for them to partake in, but also to watch and support. Sport definitely is a great unifier. It definitely brings people together. I think recent sporting events, we've seen how incredible sport can be, so powerful to unite a nation. And so it is definitely really important that we have these opportunities to come together. And I think given the situation with the pandemic, people have been very disparate and not able to congregate together. And it's basically, I think sport is definitely a force that unites people completely. There's lots of different things and small things that people can group together with, but the power of sport is just incredible. So I think having the Games in Birmingham in 2022, when they are, based on what we've all just been through, it's perfect timing. And I think it's just going to be a powerful tool to unite the country once again. Yeah, I think the Games definitely do plan to tackle it and are working towards tackling it. I think colonialism existed and we can't get away from that. So I think the biggest thing is actually educating people to know what happened and not denying the past, and being honest and open about what happened, how we got to this position, and actually trying to move forward together. So learning from the past and the mistakes of the past and moving forward in a better place. So putting ourselves in a better predicament than we have been now or how we were previously. And so I think it is really important that the Commonwealth movement does that, because as you say, the Commonwealth developed from hostility and things from the past. So it is definitely a way to move forward. And I think there have been discussions around the board as to how we move things forward. And also I think it's a question for the Commonwealth Games Federation, because as host city, we can only do so much. And the Commonwealth Games Federation, we work alongside them. So it will be a case of how we try and move things forward and acknowledge and accept what has happened in the past.